So let's start with creating attendances before we display the attendances. So let's change it here from create employee to create attendance, and here attendances dot star. So here we don't need onc type because we are not sending a file. So let's remove space from here. And what else we need? So for the fields, so we have the date. So let's remove all of these fields. So the email, the phone, the address. So let's keep the date of birth because we need date field. So here instead of date of birth, so let's make it only date. And same thing for the fields here. So let's remove the of birth and keep only date, and the type is date. Okay, so this is the first field. So the next field is the check-in. So the check-in, as we said, so it will be a time. So the type here will be time, so we can choose, as I said, time like this, hours and minutes. Okay, so let's change it here to check in, and let's change the name of the field from hire date to check-in. Same thing for placeholder, and we need the checkout field. So the checkout field will have the same thing, just we change it here from in to out. Same thing for the placeholder, and name of the field is check out. So save, and next what we need, so we need the employee ID. Okay, so let's remove salary image. So let's keep the department. So here we have department, so let's change it to employee, and we need employee ID. So let's change name from department to employee. So here and here. So employee. Okay, so here we loop through each employee and we display the employees. Okay, so for the other fields, we don't need them. Okay, so we keep only the buttons. So let's change it from employee to attendance. So here we have attendances, so instead of employees. So now we are done with the form. So now we can create attendance. So before we do that, let's move to our index page. So here we have, so let's change it here to attendances, and same thing here, and here attendances, and here attendances dot create. So what we have here, so let's do something. So let's move or let's loop through each attendance, and we need so we need to display here. So let's for now remove, or let's comment this part, and later we will change it. So let's comment. So let's comment this. Let's move to top again. So I lost everything. So let's comment this part. So see, so now we are done. Okay, so save. So let's refresh the page and move to the attendances, and let's try to create a new attendance. So if we move to our attendances index page, so we have 0. So we will change everything that we have here. So let's now move to our form so we can create a new attendance. So as you can see, we have here the dates, so we can choose dates. We have check-in, which is time, as you can see. And we have checkouts, same thing. And we have here the employees. So let's, where is the employee? So the employee is not showing. So the employee name. So why the name is not showing? So we have the first name and last name. Okay, so first name and last name. So let's change it to first name and last name. So here last name. So save. So let's refresh the page again. So let's check the employees. So here is our employees. Okay. So let's try to fill the form. So as you can see, we have the date and we have name. So as you can see now, the check-in is, so the checkout is before the check-in. So if we save the attendance, so you have a message here telling us that checkout field must be dates after or equal the check-in. Okay, so this is the validation rule that we have defined here inside the attendance. So this one. So the check-in needs to be after or equal, or the checkout needs to be after or equal the check-in. So this is the meaning of this rule. So as you can see here, we have 14. But here we have 2 and 51, which is before the 14. Okay, so let's do something. Let's refresh and check for the other validation rules. So if we send an empty form, so this field is required, check-in field is required, checkouts field is required, employee ID field is required. So let's fill the form again. So now as you can see, the checkout is after check-in. So if we save attendance, so attendance created successfully. Okay, so now we have created an attendance successfully. So now we need to display the attendance here with links so you can update and delete an attendance. Okay,